Hi, my name is Raphael Pei, and I'm here to do the how-to video for this project. So to begin, we first had to load in the 1021 city power consumption.cvs CSV file, and then proceed to expand it upon that to show a glimpse of what the data showed for the main three factors of power consumption: temperature, humidity, and wind speed. We later then had it simplified in a way where we can better understand the numbers and the columns. We then proceeded to create pair plots so that we may see the graphs of that of the columns and the relationship with each other, including the zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3 power consumption. Beginning with zone 1, the first model begins pretty simply as we begin to create variables that hold data of the three main features and the power consumption of zone 1 as seen by the iLOC 1, 2, 3, 4. I later then proceeded to expand that data, show the four columns that we would be using for this model. Then I proceeded to use a heat map to create a way for us to start beginning what kind of models can help us. As you can see, temperature with power consumption 1, temperature seems to have a greater factor than humidity and wind speed. That's very important as it gave us a slight hint of what we would be trying to find with these models. I next begin to convert each of the units of the three factors of temperature, humidity, wind speed into standard units that they all shared, so that it may be easily shown on graphs. I later then had to compress the rows of the Excel sheet that this file was using, so that we can get a grasp of so that we can start using test models with training data. We used 33% versus 66% to start. Oh shoot, my bad. With this data, we proceeded to highlight the data of the three variables we were using for the graphs, and then to create test data and more training data. We use standard scalars to help create an array, a NumPy array, later used in the test model. In the first model, for zone 1, proceed to look more like this, and it looked incredibly well, if I do say so myself. A lot of prediction data, but not exactly the most accurate, but it would get incredibly better over time. We also then proceeded to find the MSE and RMSE. With Model 2, I had to use something different. I proceeded to use the same steps as I did at the beginning of Model 1, but I then proceeded to use NumPy arrays and help link that to the 3 variables we were looking for. I then created a dataframe.cov, and it showed all the data amounts. I then used the linear regression model, sort of. The final model result helped with zone one helped showed more complex units and helped us find the link. Of these datas. I proceed to use the same few models for zone 2 and zone 3. You can see the first model had a wider prediction area, so it would, and this is not exact, and it does not exactly help define the relation. The second model, though, in zone 2 and zone 3 were way better in finding data than the first model. Except for zone 3, where the first model proceeded to actually have a complete linear relationship. And with the input interface, you yourself can create your own data with custom variables. This project is not the greatest. I couldn't do it all by myself. David did help a lot, and we did try to mitigate the damage as much as we can, but without a third person, we weren't able to fully complete the project, and as a result, it looks incredibly lazy and sloppy. I wasn't able to get a third model in due to this, and I had to rush a lot of work that would have paid off in the end. As a result, I do not believe. I tried to do as much as I can, but I ended up not being as proactive as I wish I could have been. I wish that we could have been.